Здравствуйте, зовут меня Игорь Маргитич, работаю в ARAP NCC веб-сервис отделе. Слайды на английском, презентовать я буду на...
English, however, I make my presentation in Russian. My first slide is what is the RIPE networking application. It's an application that works on the desktop and it is for the establishing the communication, the contacts. What type of application it is? This application is a mobile application that can work in both on the desktop, in Android, Google and the Apple mobile devices. It helps you to meet and the private messages fellow attendees, also those who have been already registered for the conference, and also to send them some messages, some notifications, also to plan some your schedule, your agenda. They view the agenda of the meeting, and you can schedule meetings and invite somebody to at your meeting. Just indicate your location, or also to describe what you would like to get from that particular person. And the person may accept or may deny or reject your proposal. It's not a big problem. Why we decided to construct this application? Because there are many participants. They wanted to have some channels just to communicate with one another, especially those who didn't know each other. And they wanted to do it promptly and easily. Well, it is also quite comfortable to use the mobile devices when we are sitting at a conference. How does it work? In order to use our application, you need RIPE NCC account, and I just would like to remind you that the registration is free of charge. It takes only 2 minutes. And then, in order to use the desktop version, you can go to the upright map. You can see it on this slide, and also just to go to the App Store or Google Play, and if you have in your network in Apple, then you can see our application number one in the list. We also have these special codes here, and you can be found at the registry desk and just scan the code and then find the application. So what we can do with this application? First of all, what you can see this screenshot here. And in this screenshot, you can find the agenda. Then you can create yourself. For instance, the specific meeting, and then find out set up the time, and you can show that you are busy. Yellow means that somebody invited you already, and I ignored it because I was busy by that time. That's why I ignored this invitation. The only difference between the desktop version and the mobile application is that on the desktop version you cannot receive these notifications, post notifications, because if somebody is going to send you the message, you have to open the desktop version and you can find the messages down there, and you can see that there is unread notification there or unread message. What else we can do? The next screenshot shows that what you can do. That is, first of all, you can view the list of participants here. And you can find the people using their name, company, or some tags, for instance. If the people already tagged himself or herself according to their interest. You also can send the notification or message. Also, they set up the meeting. Yeah, just create the meeting or set up the meeting. Also, we have here the meeting, the box here. Here you can see who has registered already for the conference but did not install the application so far. If they, for instance, refer their email, you can send the email message. And the last part, what can I do? We recommend just to make your profile there because people would like to find you. And as a minimum, you have to put there your job title as well as the name of the company you work for or with. At the same time, you need to provide some additional information, additional data. You can export the data after the final meeting. For instance, if you would like to have some contacts or the communication with a specific person, if you participated in the previous conferences that were organized, partially or completely by the same organization, you can use those communication tools also. When we worked on constructing the application, we faced some problems, some challenges, because if you make the software under the different platforms, they are quite different, or at least slightly, because different platforms bear the different problems. And even from the versions of the Android, you can find the several nuances there. Also, the push notification bears some difficulties there. That's why we need to use the service of Google and Apple. And sometimes it is not very convenient, not very comfortable, because they have their own rules. And also, when you deploy this in the Google or in the Apple Store, of course, the Google is very simple, no very strict rules there, but with respect of the Apple is quite strict one. But sometimes if we need to make some changes, to introduce some amendments, it takes sometimes even 2 days and more. If you have any questions, I'm all the time here, around and about, running around, or you can send me some feedback using the application, or you can send the email message.